Hello, this is Brian. Today is a lovely Tuesday, June 21st, 2022, and I am at Mount Soledad Natural Park. That up there is the Soledad Cross. That's looking over towards Miramar Marine Corps Air Station. So I'm at the other side of the little access road up here, right by where there's a little area of planted holly oak trees. So I did a video earlier today on that side. I was hiking along that ridge, a little trail there. So on this other side here, I found what looks like another little trail. So finding little miniature adventures. So we're on a drier side here. This is more coastal sage scrub. Of course, we're going to this north-facing slope here. It's more chaparral. We got, oh, what is that? Mission Manzanita or summer holly? Can't tell. I think it's Mission Manzanita. Yeah, Xylococcus bicolor. Got some Mission Manzanita over here on the shadier slope. This side is mostly coastal sage scrub, actually. I'm just going to try to estimate where this leads. I'm going to go down a little ways. Just see how far I can go along this little stretch here in beautiful Mount Soledad. So again, there's the Memorial Veterans Cross up there. Some of the steep little canyons, there's little rugged canyons here. There's even a coast live oak tree right in there. But this is definitely the realm of chaparral and sage scrub shrubs. Looks like a nice little viewpoint over here. Huh, a little water feature down there. I wonder if that's a park or a private community, so don't want to get too close. But that's where the high point of Soledad is, behind, a little ways behind those houses, kind of where those radio towers are. So right in La Jolla, the breeze is sweet and cool right now. It's probably in the low 70s. Earlier I went over to by where that fence is down there by those eucalyptus trees. This could be a neighborhood access use trail or something. Just curious. This is just curiosity here. Yeah, it looks like it winds around down the hill. So I was over on that side about 45 minutes ago, just checking out, and went to those eucalyptus trees over there. Of course, on this side of the fence, but I'm sure it's probably a private community down there, so I'm not gonna test fate. But when you're up here, there's lots of little, looks like a lot of little side trails. I don't see any signs saying don't enter, so I think that is a sign that's check me out. Just enjoy the views up here. Some more chaparral down there. Looks like a lot of pampas grass. It's like a little community of pampas grass in that ravine right there. It's a non-native plant. Some large sugar gum eucalyptus down there. Yeah, it's definitely pretty mellow up here. Like I said, the breeze feels really good, and it just, the area gives off a really, really pleasant vibe. I don't see any trail going this way. Looks like it goes around this way. But there's a lot of little use trails. People maybe hike up from their little communities, maybe to get some exercise. Looks like a pretty short way to get up here, actually. I mean, there's a way I've been able to hike up to the top of Soledad, and that's by coming up from the little cul-de-sac on the end of La Jolla Scenic Drive South. A little cul-de-sac area. You find a little used trail that leads up to an old abandoned service dirt road, and then you branch off on a really small, narrow single track. And it'll take you up right here at the top there, near the lip of the the cross. And what I did is I walked along surface streets. I don't have video of the whole hike because I did go up to the highest point I can access without crossing private property on near the 822-foot summit. That's the eastern 811-foot summit right there. But heading back up this way, I like the little views of these little canyons, these little side canyons. Sometimes these little side canyons are where you get some of the most insane adventures. It's pretty cool. Taking up to near the picnic area where I came from. Let's start filming a little further down here. Get some old black sage specimens up here. It's a pretty old one. It's not dead, it's just dormant because it's the dry season. Look carefully. These leaves are still alive. So very dusky colored because they're dehydrated because it's the summer dry season. Just about by the picnic area. Just a short little walk down here. Some old specimens of black sage over here. This is Salvia mellifera. These old trunks here, those are old black sages. And that great furrowed bark. Here's a really large one. Sometimes you can get over your head. This one, this black sage right here, just happens to be sprawled out. Look at the large trunks on it. I think I've seen them get even bigger trunk size. This all from here to there, it's all one shrub. Sometimes they can get quite large. It smells great up here. That black sage and this California sagebrush, which is not actually related. I can smell really nice up here. This is where I came from over here. Large coats of prickly pear. There's Mission Bay, good old Mission Bay. That's Claremont Mesa area, where I grew up. I can see out by, looks like towards Otay Mountain, San Miguel Mountain. At the eastern end of Chula Vista is where San Miguel is. Ooh, we got a nice thicket of lemonade sumac, Rus integrifolia. This is what it looks like under one of these more stunted, shorter statured lemonade sumac thickets. Really cool. Beautiful plants. Love these lemonade sumacs. This is what it looks like when you're in one of these more sunny, exposed thickets of lemonade sumac, or lemonade berry, as most people actually call it. These things can form very long and wide thickets. I've always been enamored with the structure and the size of some of these plants. Granted, these are more stunted because they're on a much drier south-facing slope here, but their architecture is really awesome. course, our planted Pinus halepensis, Aleppo pine. Beautiful Aleppo pine, very commonly landscape trees here in San Diego and in Southern California for that matter. And this is what I was talking about earlier, holly oak, Quercus ilex. It's not a native tree. It does kind of resemble canyon live oak a little bit superficially, except its acorns are much smaller and the acorn cups are not big and fat. And the acorn cups sometimes grow in clusters. This is Quercus ilex, the holly oak, native of the Mediterranean. Another evergreen oak. Like I said, the leaves are quite similar to interior live oak. Well, I said canyon live oak, but they're also quite similar to interior live oak, Quercus wilsonii, but they're not related. Or not closely related. They're oaks, so they are related. Here's another holly oak right here. See, sometimes these acorns grow on these stalks, or I think they're called peduncles. You can see they grow on sometimes these stalks. Canyon live oak and interior live oak do not do that. Here's a cool little assortment right here. Prickly pear. I'm not sure if this is even a native. I suspect it looks like a Puntia littoralis. Yeah, I think this is littoralis. I think this is a species Senecio in the sunflower family, I believe. This is a euphorbia that looks like a cactus. This is a euphorbia. And a Torrey pine. And I think this is Portulacaria afra, I think is the name of this plant here, the succulent. And here's a plant that has escaped from cultivation a lot, and it gets established in these coastal canyons. And this is called Ngaio tree, and it is spelled N-G-A-I-O. I think it's from New Zealand or somewhere in the South Pacific. It's also called Myoporum because the name is Myoporum laetum, L-A-E-T-U-M. Get these pretty white flowers in the spring, give off to these berry-like fruits that turn purple when they're ripe. Not edible as far as I know. I think they're toxic. So I wouldn't go eating these if I were you. This plant does take over a lot of spots in the coastal canyons. It does get established. And during the driest times of the year, the plant will look all wilted and look like it's dying, and then it usually rehydrates when it rains. But yeah, it's called Ngaio or Myoporum. Very common establishing tree and shrub. It's more like a large shrub or small tree establishing here. There's our good old ocean view of La Jolla. Of course, the native Torrey pines. There's a lot of traffic over there. It's gonna be a pain trying to get back on that road. I wonder if they're diverting traffic. That's crazy. Oh well. Again, if you go up that way, you'll find a street called Via Casa Alta. Hike uphill along that. The summit of it is near the radio towers. Up that way, a little more that way actually. pulley on. A lot lusher over here, actually. Well, I think that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on another adventure. Hope you enjoyed it.